Right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kavindu Herath, a third-year data science undergraduate. Today, I'm going to talk about project management. In my session, I will cover how to divide the project into 5 functional areas, how to manage your project using Jira, common mistakes you can face, and some useful tips to help manage your project more effectively. Let's start with the first part, how to divide your project into 5 key sections based on the team roles and responsibilities. Uh, right. Before dividing the project into parts, it's important to that all team members clearly understand what the team is going to build. As the very first step, the team should identify the 5 main components of the project that can be clearly separated. After that, plan what features can functionalities should be included in each part. Try to divide the project into 5 parts as equally as possible, while it may not be possible to split everything into exactly 20% portions. But the workload should be roughly balanced across the team members. Avoid giving someone a very large part and someone else a very small part. That's not a good practice. And also don't divide the project based on UI screens or users, like saying you do the admin part or you do the customer part. That type of division might work in small projects like OP, IWT, but it's not suitable for ITP. Each part should be functionally separated and contain complete features, including real-world business logic, report generation, and search functionalities. Simple CRUD operations are not enough. Lecturers expect to see meaningful business processes in every module, in each part of your project. Right. Now I'm going to explain project division using example project I previously worked on called LWS. LWS is an adult care services management system designed to help families take care of their elderly loved ones. The system is mainly used by adults and their guardians. A guardian can register on the platform and then register one or more adults under their profile. Guardians can also purchase care packages and book care sessions for their registered adults. In addition to these core features, the system maintains a complete medical report history for each adult. We also provide medicine delivery service where prescribed medicines are delivered directly to the adult doorstep. In This is not a full explanation of the system. It's just a rough idea, help to you understand how to divide the project into parts. You can use this kind of structure as a reference when you planning your own project. In my explanation, you may have noticed that I highlighted certain key features of the system, words like packages, medicines, care sessions, and medical report history, right? Uh, exactly these keywords help us to quickly identify the main areas of the project. So based on that, we can break the system down into main functional areas like packages, care sessions and bookings, uh, health reports, and medicine. These are the most obvious modules we can identify from the system, but that's not all. We also need to manage employees. For that, we need the proper scheduling system, because we have to assign employees to different care packages and sessions, and we want a notification system like things, right? Uh, in next slide, I will take a look at how to functional division was done in my project. I will also explain why this type of division works well for this kind of project. Right. These are the 5 main parts we use during our project: use and scheduling management, package management, inventory management, booking and sessions management, health report management. Each of these is a small Each of these is a major module. For example, in the user and scheduling management part, we implement features like user login, registration, scheduling, notification system, and much more. In the inventory management part, we handle current stock levels, medicine details, low stock notifications, medicine billing, and other related features. Of course, I can't explain every part in detail right now. That would take too long. So next, let's move on to look at few simple steps we can follow to properly divide any project. Let's now look at a step-by-step method you can follow to properly divide your project among team members. Step one, understand the full project scope and user flow. Before dividing anything, make sure the entire team clearly understand what the project is about and how to user will interact with it. Without this step, you will miss important connections between features, right? The next step is identify the main functional areas. Once you understand the system, start identify the main functional areas. For example, in our project, we had areas like user management, package handling, inventory, medicine store, reservations and scheduling, report and health records, right? In step three, group related features under each area. After identify the areas, group features that belong together. For example, login, employee registration, and scheduling can all fall under the user management module, right? And important thing is assign one complete area to each team member. Don't split by user type or just front end, back end. Instead, give each member full ownership of one functional area. Make sure each person handle all three types of layers at front end, back end, and database. Uh, this way, each team member becomes the owner of their module. Just like how real world teams work in the industry, it improves the responsibility, collaboration, and learning. Uh, right, right. Now let's talk about how we handle user management in our project and what we did differently compared to a typical cut-based system. Instead of just creating basic login and sign up features, we focused on real world workflows and added security. One of the key part of our system was the guardian adult relationship. We introduced this advanced feature to handle a specific real world use case. In some cases, the adult being cared for may technical knowledge and may want to log in and access their own profile. So our system include the rule if an adult want to log in, they must register separately. At that point, the system detect their NIC, matches it with an existing adult profile, and link them into a correct account. That allows us to give us login access to technically capable adults without breaking the original guardian managed flow. Right. Uh, Next slide. Right. Here is how the adult guardian adult flow works. When an adult tries to register, the system first check their NIC number. If the NIC already exists as adult, mean a guardian has already registered that adult. Then the system create the account as non-active, right? Then the adult can see a message like please wait for your guardian's confirmation. In that time, we send an email for to guardian a confirmation email is sent to the guardian. Then the guardian also see a confirmation panel in their dashboard. Once the guardian confirm the adult status update to active, and then adult can log into the profile and see their reports like this. This approval flow simulates real life trust, responsibility, and decision making, something that's often ignored in student level projects. We also implement a complete employee registration system managed by the admin role. Admins can register doctors, caregivers, drivers, and other employees. Each employee gets a role based profile with permission based on what they are allowed to access. For example, guardians can see all adults they manage and view detailed profiles. Doctors can only see the adults assigned to them and access their health reports. So overall, that isn't just basic part. We create the multi-step, secure and role-aware user management system, something very close to what done in real-world applications. Try to add some advanced features like this into your own module. What I explain here is just one example of what we implement in our project. So that's how we approach proper project division using real world use cases and functional breakdown. Now, once the project is dividing among team members, the next challenge is managing the work, tracking who's doing what, and setting deadlines, and keeping everything organized. To handle that, we use the powerful project management tool called Jira. So next, let's take a look at how we use Jira to manage project effectively, uh, from task assignment to tracking progress and sprint planning. Of course, for project management, there are other tools as well like Trello, Asana, and similar platforms. The methods and approach are generally the same across all the tools. You can choose whichever tool you prefer, but today I will focusing on how we use Jira in our project. Right. Now we let's talk about what why we use Jira in our project management tool, why we use Jira as our project management tool, and why you should consider it for your project too. First one is Jira organizes tasks clearly. Everyone in the team knows exactly what to do and when to do it. No confusion and no missed tasks. Second one is it improves the team collaboration. With Jira, you can easily track who is working on what, which reduces duplication and keeps everyone on the same page. Third one is it helps to manage deadlines. You can set due dates, assign tasks, and plan your timeline effectively. Next one is Jira allows us to track project progress visually. Tools like Scrum or Kanban boards show real-time updates, so you can see if your project is on track. Right. Another big advantage is Jira keeps everything in one place. Your requirements, bugs, tasks, and every feedback can all be stored and managed in the same tool. Finally, and most importantly, Jira prepares you for real world. This tool is widely used in professional software companies. Learning it now will give you a big advantage when you work in the industry. Uh, as beginners, it's important for us to understand some core concepts in Jira, especially the backlog, sprint planning, and how manage the sprint board. So next, I will take you into a Jira itself and show you exactly how we use the backlog, plan your sprints, and manage tasks on sprint board, all through a hands-on demo. Okay, now let's start with one of the most important concept in Jira, the backlog. As you can see here, our backlog, think of this as a big team-wide to-do list. It stores all the ideas, tasks, and features that need to be done, whether they are small, big, confirmed, or just suggestions. If a team member has an idea like add the profile picture or a task like fix login bug, they can just edit here like this. Uh, and one great thing about the backlog is that it helps us to prioritize. So if something is very urgent, like a security bug, we can just drag it to the top of the list like this. We can do it, right? We can move anything to top. This helps us to team stay focused on what matters most. And when we are ready to be in work, we just pick and highest priority task and move them into a sprint. That brings us to the next part, sprint planning. And sprint planning is where we decide what we'll work on next. A sprint is just a short period, usually 1 or 2 weeks, where the team agrees to complete few tasks. For student projects, I recommend a 1 week sprint. It keeps the piece steady and helps you show progress every week. Now, imagine you are in our sprint planning meeting. Each member says what they will do. For example, I will do the login and sign up part. I will handle dashboard and layout and data API. Then based on that, we move selected tasks to the from blacktop to sprint. Like we can create sprint like this, and we can move most important task to sprint like this. Right. Once we finalize the plan, we simply we can start the sprint. Now those tasks are officially in progress. Let's see how we start the sprint and how we manage the that in the sprint board. We can start sprint like this. We can change the name. We can select the duration, 1 week or 2 week, and we can change dates like things. We can you can add the sprint goal. Simply we can start. Right. This is sprint board, your live visual status board. It's divided into three simple columns as to do, in progress, and done. When a task is fully completed, we move it to done. Uh, and when someone beings working on a task, say designing UI, then drag it to in progress. Uh, First, in progress, we can add this task to in progress like this. This help the team knows who is doing what, and this help to avoid duplicate works. And after that we complete this, we can move it to done. Right. This board give us a live update of our sprint status. You can immediately see what's moving forward and what's stuck and what's already finished. So that's how we use Jira for backlog management, sprint planning, and tracking progress. This is not a full explanation of Jira. We only cover the parts that are enough to help you manage your ITP project effectively. If you want to learn more, there are a lot of tutorials available on YouTube. You can go there and go to into much more details. All right, that's the end of Jira session. Now let's move on to final part of the session. Right, now we talk about final part, common project challenges and final advice. Uh, when talking about project challenges and issues, the final thing is you divide the project properly and clearly identify your own part. From my experience, I have seen some groups where two members accidentally work on the same functionality. That's become a big issue and wastes a lot of time. So yes, proper division is very important. Also, don't divide the project like admin part, customer part, production manager part. That's way of dividing work is wrong and causes confusion. And another common mistake is some groups don't use GitHub. Instead, they try to implement their own parts separately and then later attempt to copy paste everything into a final project. That's completely wrong practice. From your experience in OOP IWT, you might think it's okay to integrate like that, but don't do it. It often leads a huge issues, and after merging, your code might not work at all. And always work together using proper version control like GitHub or Byte to avoid conflict and make integration smooth. And another important point is assign one person to manage GitHub pull requests. Don't give all team members direct access to push changes to main branch. Use GitHub's branch protection rules and rules to prevent accidental overrides or conflicts. In my experience at the beginning of our project, many of my group members didn't have even have GitHub accounts, and most of them had no idea how to use it. During the first few weeks, I helped them until they become familiar with GitHub. In fact, during the first week, they just focused on coding. Then, after the week, we arrange a physical meeting to fix issues, create pull requests, and merge the code properly. Also, please ensure you implement proper continuous integration, not just using GitHub alone. Continuous integration is important to detect and fix integration issues early, and maintain a good communication within your team. Some of team members may not be familiar with the tech stack your group is using. Please help them. Don't think of it as a waste of time. Sometimes you will face issues that can take 4 or 5 hours to solve just because you are still learning how the stack works. That's totally normal. And one more thing, please don't fully rely on AI tools. If you are using a stack like MERN, make sure to first clearly understand how the front end works, how the back end works, and what the controller is, what routes are, and how front end connect to the back end. And once you understand the core concepts, then yes, you can use AI tools to support your development. But remember, I'm saying this based on my real experience with my own batchmates. Your basic knowledge is the most important thing. All right, that's all for my side. Thank you so much for your attention and time. I hope you were able to take away something valuable from this session. Right, thank you, everyone.